Welcome to lesson number 1, skills. Now, this is very, very important. I'll tell you what makes you confident as a man. I'll tell you what gives you an added flavor to your personality. Okay. It's your confidence. It's your self-confidence. The moment you start having the self-doubt, right? The moment you start having these voices in your head saying that, you know what, am I worth it? Am I not capable? Am I this? Am I that? And that questions becomes a statement. Then I am not worth it. I'm not capable. I'm not, you know what I'm trying to say, right? So because of all of these voices in your head, you are literally putting yourself down saying that you're not really worth it. You're not really capable of things. You're not really capable of living the life that you wanted. So let me tell you something. All of these lack of confidence, the fear, and everything that you have right now, right? Everything can be taken off by doing one thing. It's your daily discipline. Okay. So daily discipline has to be on all 3 areas. That's your health, and that's your relationship, and that's your work. So let me just focus on the skill right now, because that's going to give you so much value when you stand in front of people. And it's going to give you an entire new level of confidence when you stand in front of people, because you got something that people don't have. All right. So what is that? The skill. You need to possess a skill. You need to have something within you. Why do you think that people with a six-pack are always looked at a little different? Why? Because it's hard. It's difficult. It's a skill. Why do you think that people who are rich always look different? Why do you think that people with a different position in a hierarchy are always respected and look different? Why? Because they have a skill, right? They have a skill. If you're not really valued, let me give you another example. In a company, who's valued more, who's respected more? The top of the company, or the risk manager, or any other heads of the department. Why? Because they've got the skill. They are decisive, and they've got the skill that it's really hard for other people to learn. They're irreplaceable because they have the skill that cannot be replaced easily. Whereas a person who's actually cleaning the bathroom, it doesn't really require any intellectual. So that person, if you're not there, there's always another one who's waiting to get this job. That's okay. You can go. Next one. That's why there is very, very less value for housekeeping. That's the best way that I can put it. So my first advice for you is to acquire a skill. So you cannot just go and buy it, right? A skill. You need to choose a skill that's hard. And you need to choose a skill that is going to differentiate you from the people. And that is how people's eyes will light up when they see you. They want to be with you. They want to spend more time with you. They want to get a lot of downloads from your mind, because your mind is unique. How do you do that? By developing a skill. Any skill for that matter, but not any skill. But singing in the bathroom is a skill, but that's not the skill that you want to master, right? So you want to build a skill that makes people's lives easy. For example, I was working in a bank, and I had the skill of shredding down the fat and building a good body. For me, it was so easy, but for people, it was so difficult. So I had the skill that made me actually stand out. The moment I get in, people would start looking at me because of the physique that I had. And the second thing is, people would start asking advice, like, how do you grow the biceps? How do you get that six pack? Women will come to me and say that I want to lose a little bit of belly fat. I want to lose a little bit of love handles. You get the point, right? So that is how you're going to be seen as a respected individual, because you hold a skill that people don't usually have. Now, this is not the only skill that I'm talking about that you should master. I'm talking about any skill, artificial intelligence, or coding, or I don't know, like anything that makes you stand out, that makes you're passionate about. So how do you find a skill? See what you're passionate about. And if you're in your 20s, so obviously it's pretty hard for you to find your passion. So just try out few things. Just try out this one and that one. What really flares up your mind? What really, increases your interest when you do that particular thing? Okay. When you're watching a movie, yes, increase your interest, but that's not really a skill, right? So you get the point. That is how you need to, try out a few things, pick a skill, and then constantly put in a lot of work. I'm talking about a lot of work. When you put in the discipline, what 98% of men can't do it. And if you're doing it, that is the only thing that's going to make you stand out, and it's going to put you on top of the line. Okay. So your personality increases like that, like shoots up like that. When you're working on your skill, when you're trying to master your skill like so much and so hard, right? There is no time for you to think about your confidence and there's no time for you to think about it, because like, fuck, you're working on so much that when you walk out, when you look at people, that aura instantaneously gives you an upper edge. It'll give you an upper hand. And that's how it is. Not sitting on the bed and whining about why are people not calling me? Why are not people messaging me? I don't care. I don't even know where my phone is. I don't know where my phone is. I don't even pay attention to all the messages. I'm not constantly on the social media. I don't do that. I don't consume. I produce. Are you getting it? That is how you need to master skill. So you need to put at least a good amount of work to master skill. When you have that skill, you're going to be the man who's untouchable and who's going to be powerful. Okay, I'll see you on the next lesson.